the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call that the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru?
Word, that's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of three. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
Talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
It's the Hawks, and they're doing business on the road in an interconference NBA game. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Bazemore at the three. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican line.
To the inside. Teague dishes to Millsap.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Atlanta on D. Outside Gordon. Kicks it out to Evans. And Tyreek Evans is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Korver. Off target from outside.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
Stolen by Ashik. Evans with it. Now defended by Korver. On the wing, Gordon. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul.
And thinking back to the Pelicans' playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Horford. And it's Korver in the corner. Korver missing again. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Davis. Lets it go from deep. And Eric Gordon gets the 3. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Teague kicks to Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Gordon, the pass to Holiday. That one a little long.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Shoots the three. Here's Hasek. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. New Orleans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for Anthony Davis. Cunningham comes in for Tyreek Evans. Quincy Pondexter. He's checked in for Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. And so here is New Orleans following the bucket by the Hawks. And he gets it to go.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Hawks trailing. Schroeder kicks to Scott. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Cole. Drains the three-pointer. Cole's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
He lobs it up. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah, and he really could have fouled that one up trying for the big slam there, though. Just a nice, solid finish for the layup.
There's the bucket. Good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets it to go.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Anderson outside. And a foul. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Evans in the 3 slot. And stolen by Irving. Taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Good.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Smith, the pass to Thompson. Irving from long range. Tries again. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year. Boy, you got to love it. A picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power.
Now here's James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at him.
And, guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Irving against Holiday. Kicks it to Ashik. He dishes it to Davis. 5 on the clock. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Pelicans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs, a solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
Now, here is Smith. Back to Love. And on the way from Irving for 3. Good D by Holiday.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
It's taken away by Smith. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Ajinça. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
As for the Pelicans on the road, I mean, they had the fewest road wins of all the West playoff teams. The franchise hasn't had a winning road record since 2009 when they were the Hornets.
And Cole kicks to Pondexter. And the Pelicans miss again.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Out to Shumpert. shot to end this cold run. The shot is off. And New Orleans will come the other way.
And for the Pelicans and their road struggles last season, they are a younger team. It's a team built around a young superstar in Anthony Davis. So taking road lumps is just kind of part of that growing process.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Fry dishes to James. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Picked by Mozgov. 4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Yeah, I love the mentality getting inside. I mean, they've been bottled up in there, but when you attack the paint, generally good things are going to happen for you.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pelicans on top, up 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Channing Frye. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Love in at power forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And for the Pelicans last year, they were at their best when they had great ball movement. Very tough to guard their team when the offense was so active.
Here's Dellavedova. Defended by Gordon. Stolen by Anderson. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
Well, on the Pelicans, guys, they were 25-4. This is a good point, Greg. When they had 24 assists in games or more. League average on assists last year was 22 a game, Clark. So they were above that, and they played well when they were throwing it around.
Exactly, and they were right around the league average on the year. That record of 25-4 shows you just how dominant they could be when they were moving the ball and finding teammates.
The Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Smith, the pass to Irving. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Clock is at 3. Here's Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
From the arc. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Dellavedova kicks to Love. Irving against Holiday. It's a pick by Love. Down low. And Davis sends it back. Evans at the elbow. And the shot is good. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Pass to Dellavedova. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Davis. To the middle. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
James checked in for Matthew Dellavedova.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And that one's good. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
And last season, the Pelicans made it into the playoffs. I mean, could have had an easier road to get there if they were stronger against the Eastern Conference.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday with the three. Kicks it out to Gordon. Second chance shot. The shot will not go. Good D by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Irving, good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And the Pelicans were solid against the East, Clark. 16 and 14. But as Greg was just saying, a lot of games left on the table for him.
Well, they have the lowest win total against the East of any Western playoff team. Really, the Pelicans were lucky to get in, given how many games they gave away against the East.
James outside. It's tipped. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Mozgov.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis. Cunningham, he's checked in for Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Over to the wing. Here's Cunningham. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Here's Cole. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's good.
For 3.
How real is this?
I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I'm from where the hammer's rung. News cameras never come. You and your man's hung in every verse in your rhyme. Where the was slung. Spanish every summer. Where the blue vans would come. We throw the work in the can and run. Where the plans were to get funded. Skate up the set to achieve this goal quick. Faced with immeasurable odds, still I gave straight bets. So I felt the most something and you nothing. Check. I'm from the other side where other guys don't walk too much. And girls from the projects went and said we talk too much. So they ran up the Tompkins and sought them dudes to trust. I don't know what the they foul just like us. I'm from where the beef is inevitable. Summertime's unforgettable. Boosters in abundance. Buy a half price sweater new. Your word was everything, so everything you said you do, you did it. Couldn't talk about it if you ain't living. I'm from where pull your card and argue all day about who's the best MCs. Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. With Z-Bar and thugs are at odds. At each other's throats for the love of foreign cars. The catch cases, hoping the judge R&Rs. But most times
the Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Ashik in at the 5 down low.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Here's Roberson. Adams dishes to Durant. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Durant with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Out to Ibaka. Clock at 6. And Westbrook, here we go. Rejected by Ashik. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Feeds it to Evans. From the arc. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And Roberson kicks to Adams. He lobs it up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Out to Ibaka. Adams, the pass to Roberson. Back to Adams. And Tyreek Evans is going to pick up the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And Ibaka kicks to Roberson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holiday against Westbrook. Outside, Davis. Eric Gordon on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Davis dishes to Gordon. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Ibaka. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It's stolen by Adams. Here's the lob to the hoop. Ibaka, no luck.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Westbrook with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Pass to Gordon. The three. It's hauled in by Adams.
And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Singler passes to Cantor. And the shot is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Cole. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Ibaka. And that one is hammered home.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Cole kicks it to Cunningham. Anderson dishes to Cole. And the pass to Cunningham. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pondexter, no good. Thunder have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Raiders, no luck.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Ajinça. Here's Cole. No good on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by just 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Russell Westbrook out there with Anthony Morrow. And it's Durant. And there's Dion Waiters. And it's Cantor in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Pelicans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Ryan Anderson. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their...
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And so here is New Orleans. Outside Holiday. Durant with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And stolen by Gordon. And Ashe kicks to Holiday. Sinks the 15-footer.
Assist from
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
The three. Shot is off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. From deep. Pelicans keep it alive. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant with it. Evans picks him up. Robertson the pass to Durant. Westbrook dishes to Morrow. Pass to Robertson. Just 5 on the clock. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And Clark, you know, they went 25 and 27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
He dishes it to Morrow. Knocked away from the wing. That one wide left.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor, he checked in for Adams. Ibaka comes in for Kevin Durant. Singler, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And he's good on the second. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Cole kicks to Pondexter. Back to Anderson. New Orleans moving it around. Dishes it to Cole. Shot clock at 5. Cunningham passes to Ajinça. And he gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Thunder have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
There's the dish to Pondexter. It's stolen by Ibaka. Cantor kicks to Roberson. That's good. Roberson's got 6. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead. And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Dexter with it. Here's Anderson. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Pelicans lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient the player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Here's Roberson. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Gordon for 3. Gordon with another miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Holiday. The offensive rebound. Gordon kicks to Evans. Poked away. The kick out to Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Durant. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got his first points in this one.
As for the Pelicans on the road, I mean, they had the fewest road wins of all the West playoff teams. The franchise hasn't had a winning road record since 2009 when they were the Hornets.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Roberson. And Holiday, here we go. Durant with the steal. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And for the Pelicans and their road struggles last season, they are a younger team. It's a team built around a young superstar in Anthony Davis. So taking road lumps is just kind of part of that growing process.
And the basket by Morrow.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Adams.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. Some changes for New Orleans. Ibaka goes in. The feed tomorrow. Outside Westbrook. Here's Waiters. Pass to Ibaka. Outside Durant. 4 on the clock. Drained for 2 points. Durant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Back to Westbrook. Morrow dishes to Durant. Left side Ibaka. For 3, Westbrook. No luck. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Cole lays it up and banks it in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pelicans trail by 5. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Cunningham. Out to the wing. Here's Cole. No good with the triple. And here is Waiters. Durant kicks to Ibaka. But they get it back. Can't get it to fall. And that... We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Foyle is out there with Roberson. And it's Waiters in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And that one's good.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Feeds it to Gordon. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Davis.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
They do, and then you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Passes it to Ashik. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Evans. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Davis. For the finish. And Evans throws it down hard.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for it.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Cantor, the pass to Ford. Goes back up. Waiters. And Foy kicks to Adams. He feeds it to Foy. And the pass to Roberson. Goes back up. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Evans. And down it goes, jamming that one home. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
There's Gordon with the 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Foy. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. That's good.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Outside Holiday. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're losing by 2. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
He kicks it to Davis. Pass to Gordon. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Screen by Asik. Shot clock at 6. Hits the 3-point bomb. Evans has got the lead up to 5 now for the Pelicans. 1:16 left in the 4th. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. And Davis sends it back. They retain possession. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance. They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And it's Evans in the corner. Back to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Asik dishes to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Gordon. The Thunder pull it in.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Ibaka, no luck. Durant kicks to Ibaka. He's off from 3. Here's Davis. Yes!
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, time, a huge factor right now. They've got to get points and then the foul.
Yeah, it has to be quick because every tick is critical.
And Westbrook, here we go. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.